Hello, welcome back. Last time I did some accounting, so I have a budget here now in my notes. And I didn't figure out how to actually get a flying snake in here, but I'm a little bit closer now. So I'm going to try something. I think a good way to break this goal down further is to try to get a push block dropped in this pit. So that is going to be my current goal, and understanding that will help be a springboard for understanding how to get an unruly, uncooperative flying snake on top of that push block to somehow also be there when the explosion goes off. So one of the first steps to that is to extract a bum bug. So that's where I'm going to start. You shoot. The way I extract a bum bug looks about like that. You come here. And again. Okay. Then you go on top of a block, which could be this one if I hadn't put that there. How do I put a bum bug on a block in this layout? I'm sure there are relatively easy ways to do it. Yeah, easy way I know would be to have, okay, you sit there, you go here, you get scared to the east, keep getting scared, keep getting scared, keep getting scared, now you're on the block, okay? Cool. Yep. Less cool. Alright, so with you, now you go on top of a flying snake, and then that package goes into snake jail, I think. So you on a flying snake is trivial to set up. Snake jail opens, you go here. There's a waypoint in the snake jail. That's interesting. I feel like there's like whole aspects of this that I haven't yet conceptualized. That's okay, it can be that way. That layout should get the flying snake to me naturally without me having to do anything. Okay, you go in jail. Let's see here. This is not gonna work. If I'm farther away though, I can just do it that way. Alright, you are in jail for the moment. Then I get a different one with 2 blocks on its head. Which should be able to be done like this, I think. Alright. You go in the notch. Eventually. And how does that happen? Actually, you're a little unruly there. I mean, that's okay. I can teleport down here, and that's the easy way. So you're in the notch, sure. Then I'll let this one out of jail, which I can do without unnotching you. However, the one in jail will have to... That's fine. Not really a problem. Okay. Now all I gotta do is set up the angry eye to be able to beam in that direction. I'm gonna want a few of these. That many, I think? One more. No, that many. Okay. Because you go on 1 and I go on 2. You are... Yeah, I'm gonna put you in the south boundary and hope that's not an issue, even though it almost definitely will be. Okay, now, hop over here, jail is open, hop back down there, wait a moment, hop all the way up here, you need to be 1 farther away, like that, There we go. Okay, so block went in. All right. So that is an intermediate step. Now, the next thing that I would like to do is have a flying snake on top of that block. And that's where the problems truly start. How do I imagine that could possibly be possible? There's just like so many problems with doing that. Many, many, many problems. Flying snake here. How? Places where it can be boosted up. Here. Here. Kinda. More like here, really. This is the staircase I'm going to use. So, this is my 412 staircase. I'm almost certain that what I'm going to want to do with this... Alright, I guess I'll just leave that one in jail and leave the other one unconstructed for now. In fact, I can just forget about the bum bug entirely for the moment. Okay, let's break this down differently. Instead of flying snake exploded with that all at once, let's just say a flying snake on top of 2 push blocks being held by a flying snake in this position. Okay? So if that's my intermediate state... I want this to function as a stairway. You go up your little wall for the snakes to bounce off of. You sit there for now. If I do this... Yeah, that kills the angry eye, that's right. Waypoint kills like that have not been used a whole lot in the worlds that I've played so far. But they're a thing you can do. I guess it might be a little hard to figure out how to use those, but they could be used. Okay. So I want a stairway, for one thing. I'm going to imagine that it's okay to gum this up, because that is its specific purpose. Yep. I don't need that much elevation, actually. That's one more than necessary, but it's fine. Okay, so let's get the one that will carry the, like the floor snake. Alright, floor snake, you come on out, come over here and get floored. I'm gonna need to put that down one more. Actually, that wasn't necessary, but I did it anyway. Easy way to send you to jail is like that. Okay. Now, the one that goes on top. How does it get there? So I could, of course... None of this will do anything, but I could, of course... do it like this, and have it there for a turn. So this would be... You come on out like that, then climb the staircase, then get stuck in there. Okay. Then I bring out another one, and I put it in the same place. How convenient that toggle switches are infinitely tall. Yeah, it's there, but it doesn't stay. I have no means to fly you around. Okay, so even if I would... I can do that. There was also no reason for you to climb that stairway if I'm doing things this way. So let's say I was doing that. Then I bring the other one out here. Yep, you're on there. And the move order is the other way around, so this one didn't even get to move. So if that one's earlier... So that's kind of the big thing. Like, I either need an immobile bridge all the way from here to here at elevation 3. Or I need some sort of barrier to move alongside you? Such that you can, wait a second. Now I do have waypoints, this is true. Okay, but that doesn't make a difference. Also, I can't really access one from here. Even if I could waypoint over to here, the result of that would just be that Flying Snake C jumps down, Flying Snake B jumps down, Flying Snake C cannot move. Other move order is not particularly better. There isn't an order that allows... Yeah, there's just no reason for Flying Snake B to hold still. It will always get a chance to move relative to where its floor is. It will maybe get carried, depending on move order and where I am and what happens. But it will never get carried and then just hold still, unless it's blocked in both of the directions it wants to go. I can't just put it to sleep for a moment. So right, another task for this snake would be to put another block on its head, of course, but that's not necessary for this demonstration. So that's kind of the big thing. Like, the biggest disconnect that I have is how do I get an unencumbered flying snake to be up high and travel far away from the point at which it ascended. Since this is pit, I cannot put down a stationary bridge on these 3 tiles. Flying Snake cannot waypoint up with me. Is this where I want it on my head? 'Cause that's a way to get a cooperative one. Okay. If I put Snake on head, got this thing in that notch, and walk to... So yeah, there is a move order thing here. So this will always dispense snakes in... Oh, it will not always... So this dispenses in a funny order. So out of that I got 120, 119, 118. Next one would be 123, 122, 121. Descending triplets. Descending within each triplet, but ascending between triplets. So every 3 I get a slower one, each other 2 I get a faster one. That could be advantageous. I mean, that means that I just have a timing at which I get both a faster one and a slower one than the previous one that just came out. It doesn't quite alternate, but that's okay. Now, the reason that could matter, I'm imagining I'm standing here. There's a fast-moving flying snake carrying a block, carrying a slow-moving flying snake here. I move there, fast-moving flying snake comes to me, slow-moving one, then doesn't have anywhere it wants to go except here and doesn't move. If it's the other way around, the fast-moving one hops down, and the slow-moving one just can't move because it's blocked. So I want slow on top, fast on bottom, and currently I have the opposite. Slow on top, fast on bottom. If that is the way that I'm approaching this. Now the problem, of course, with that is that there's... I can't just teleport a snake into, like, this spot or these spots. Also right here... turning this corner also would not work. Do I need several snakes forming a moving bridge that the high-up one crosses on its way to this? And if that was what I needed, how the heck would I set it up? Well, actually, that might not be too bad. So if I have a row... I'd only need like 3, 4 of them if they're all in the right order. One of the things I cannot set up easily in the editor is structures that require a particular move order. So I can't just set up arbitrary move order, already packed together structure. I wonder if I could make some sort of facility for that. Like a way to control move order of a monster more specifically. Like, I kind of didn't want that to be possible to keep puzzle complexity down, because in Drod you end up with like scrolls on the ground saying the serpent moves before the... what do they call him in Drod? The evil eye, right. It's been a bit since I played Drod. And have puzzles built around that. So here you would have to end up doing the same thing. But I think the benefits might outweigh the complexity for only just being able to set up complex things like this without having to make some kind of like a bootstrapping mechanism for it to get things into the right order. I mean, what order do I even want? Maybe it would be the natural order. I want the fastest one on the right. Well, okay, I could just flip horizontally, have the fastest one on the left, coming in that direction. So, okay, but for now I'll just have to use my imagination. Let's say this barrier was a bit more complete, and there was a copy of that stack here, here, and here. And the move order is such that... maybe there's also, this is carried by a flying snake, and that stairway only goes to 3. That might actually be better. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 5 flying snakes, all of which are faster than the one that is on top. While the puzzle is in that state... I can't currently get to a waypoint as part of the issue. Yeah, that is part of the issue. Okay, so I have one idea for how to solve that problem. Everything would be stable if there's 2 more flying snakes there. So I would do that. I would go here. And the floor crew would move east the appropriate number of times, while the one who is carried would be conveyor belting along the top and moving 2 tiles per turn. At some point, one of the conveyor belt carriers is in this position, and then I teleport here. At which point that carrier goes down and takes the slow one with it, and everything's in place. Okay, cool. However, then I have to somehow get the bum bug into the picture, but that's not part of the focus of this right now. So if that's not part of my mission, I just want an elevated flying snake carried by another flying snake in this position. That is the level to which I have broken down this task. Okay, so let's make a bunch of these. All the way back. Right, you there. You here. I'm gonna need, in particular, this waypoint and that waypoint. Don't know if I need any others, but those are the ones I know I need. You get out of the way. Just sit there for now. In fact, I'm not using you at all, so just go away. And no bomb bugs are involved, so just get that out of there too. Although it was useful a moment ago, so I'll leave it where it is. Okay, so I want, first of all, to construct my stairway. This time the stairway is only this large. So now I want 4 stacks of 2? Some number of stacks of 2. Four sounds good to me. Let's make 4. Each of these goes on a snake's head. And where am I putting all these snakes? Perhaps this is when the snake jail waypoint makes sense. Do I need 4? Oh, also I need to set down a little fence thing. That's sufficient. Then I got these 2 left, and hey, it's another stack of 2 in case I want one of those. So now the slowest flying snake would be, if I'm pulling 4 out, it would be the second one from this, no, the first one from this stack. So the 4th one I pull out. 4th one I pull out will be slowest, so you 3 will all be on the flooring crew. It was a bit early for that barrier to be set down, but that's actually okay. I'll just lay things out this way. Okay. So if I pull out a snake, put a thing on its head, put it in jail. Okay, I can just go here and yeah, you can follow me to jail. And I'll just teleport out, because I know how to do that. Now, how repeatable is that process? Second one. I would like you also to be in jail with me. But that's not something I can do the way I want to do it. You don't make it there. You're horizontal there now, cool. If you two were closer together, this would be sort of healthy. This is not going to work with that where it is. If that had been somewhere else, though. Alright, so you just sit there for now. Still make this work, this is fine. I'm finding myself wishing for a different interface for accessing a specific waypoint within a room. So I could like point at one and say, go to that one, instead of having to button through the entire list. Oh well, don't do that! Okay, so I want you in the other order then? Well, alright, let's do this differently. How about if I first go... That's fine, maybe? Now you're together, now you're coming to me, now you're going to jail. Okay. You're both in there, sure, okay. Third one. That snake jail is way too small. So you should be 122, right? 122. Whoops, I moved my pillars. Where is my snake right now? Oh, I didn't get it out yet. Okay. Now, where are you going? And the order of these three matters. What order do I want? So I want... fastest on the right. Who's the fastest right now? You. A. So A, B, C. A, B, C. And I'm gonna need F in, like, ready to go already. I'm gonna have to construct my own snake jail, probably. There are lots of ways to put a snake in jail. Or at least just get it kind of out of my hair for a moment. For example... Well, I mean, that's not really a jail, but it'll hold you for a bit. Alright, so the slow one who will go on top can also carry... 2 blocks is not the number I would want, 1 is. Okay, so you're gonna carry 1. That'll make it easier to tell you apart quickly. Alright, slow one on top. Flying snake, F. Now I got, like, so many snakes to wrangle at once. Here's where the issues are truly gonna start. Well, no, but, you know. Okay. I need to open jail. I'm gonna put you here like this, and go to, I don't know, this spot, and keep you over there for now. Open up the jail. This is Flying Snake B. B goes in the middle. B's not really the one that I want right now. Can I shuffle this? I think so. Okay, so I'm gonna go into jail myself. There's nothing close enough to the switch, is there? No. Okay, well that's just gonna be inconvenient, huh? Well, for now, let's just try and get these in here and maybe sort them out later, if possible. I guess I would want there to have been an obstacle right here. So let's do that. I'll just ignore you as best as I can while that happens. Yeah, that one's coming out. I'm just gonna have to be okay with that. Woo! Obstacle's kind of close to where it needs to be. Can I get around you? I can. Okay, that's all nice. Great, that's what I like to see. You are Flying Snake F. You're Flying Snake A. Oh, right, I was wrong. I want F to be just away. I want this one actually to be here. Okay, let's try and do several things at once. While those are in flight, I pull out B and have it meet A. Okay, so those two are there in the right order. I mean, let's do a lesser proof of concept. I'll just leave C out of it. Dang it, you hopped down. That's okay. My solve for that... Oh, and so doing that block there didn't actually do anything for me anyway. My solution for that was to put something like the monster block on here because I'm not elevating anything at the moment, and that'll just be better for everything. Okay, so I'd like you out of my hair for a moment. Come on over here and just sit there for a minute. Now I'm gonna do jail operations. Before I start jail operations, that thing gets in flight. B comes out, whoa. And I can do this to sort you, okay? Same is not quite true of C. It's just gonna have to be okay. Now, how am I gonna put you up here? First, I'm gonna go, whoop, up here, get you to be vertically oriented. While I'm at it, actually, if I'm up there, I should pull out Flying Snake C and see if I can get it into place too. This is a lot of stuff all happening at once. I'd really prefer... okay. But I can't have what I prefer, can I? Not easily. Maybe. That's pretty close to what I wanted. Ah! Wrong one. Hey! Okay, there's a waypoint there, but that's not the one I want. I want this one, I think. Yeah, okay, here we go. Here we go. Everything's in place. So I got F, C, B, A, right? F, C, B, A. Great. Okay. And I have a... I'll just get this out of the way, because it'll feel better that way. Twing, twing, twing. Go here. That didn't work. I need one more. Yeah. Or I guess what would be better is... Okay, I got a weird idea. Could I... Well, no, that would just plop you down on the ground. Okay. So I could build a taller wall here. I could have a fourth one of these, but that's harder. Okay, would 3 be enough? Nah, the issue here is that the, issue here is that Snake F is already there by the time I'm waypointing. So I'd have to waypoint to here, I guess. That's fine. But I don't get there quick enough. No manipulation I can do to make that happen from here because just the waypoints are not in range. Okay, so that means that my setup's just kind of invalid. And there's not a lot I can do about that, is there? Alright, let's go back a bit to when those things were in jail. And build a taller tower, I guess. That's fine. Instead of building, I will repurpose one that already exists. I want to push this here, but there are dudes in the way. Ah, where am I? I'm in jail. Okay, that's the spot. Now, I'm gonna just open up the jail cell and accept the chaos that's gonna come with that. It's not the most chaotic of things. Everybody come on over. You stay vertical. I will go... what, like, here-ish? Yeah, there-ish. Maybe instead... here would be better? It would. A didn't get there quick enough. Can I have A in a different row while I'm doing these operations? I mean, okay, so just don't open jail yet. Right, that has to go down there. Well, you're where you need to be. Isn't that nice? That's all good. Okay. No, you're not gonna stay, but that's fine. Okay, so you back in the notch. Do this. Go here. Open that. Get these all out at once. Teleport to this spot. No, not yet. At the very least, get that going vertically first. This should be workable. Yeah, this should be workable. No, this is the wrong order. This is BCA. So it would be better if I left those separated by a little bit more. Even so, I don't think this will work. Actually, it might be fine. So check this out. I go here, I get these two in the correct order. And I shuffle them in, you are there. Okay, then... I go... oh, no... well, maybe. I need to get you norther than those. That I can do. After doing those things, it should be okay to... oh boy. I mean, that's not the right order. That's ACB. Could I... do... no. Once those come up, they're kind of staying up. Okay. I don't want you in the same row. Okay, those are looking horizontally. If I set you to vertical, you can't see it, but it is, but all the others will be too. So I guess I could say those three are vertical, other one is horizontal. And then teleport, best I can do is here? Whoa, what was that order? Oh, right, of course, because... okay. Oh, yep. Ah, move order. Okay, that's... vertically oriented. You're the slowest one. None of this is ideal. This is like a completely different way of manipulating flying snakes. It's not especially pleasant. Okay. Maybe it's fine if I now go next to jail. Yeah, I guess I can just do this for a bit. Get those started horizontal. Get this up, get it over. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay. With this set up, I think my tower is in the wrong place. No, it's not. Okay. I guess I need to do this for a moment. That's fine, I can. That way you can't move right now. Then, teleport here. Zoom, zoom, I need more than 3. I definitely need more than 3. If I teleported here... Whoa, where am I? There's a waypoint there? Wait, what happened to me? No, I'm on top of the... right, I'm on top of the blocks. Okay. Yeah, so you hop down. If I go here... I mean, okay, that got me 1 closer. But I can't repeat that. Because you hopped down. Currently I can go... here. But you will still hop down. Okay, well... that's sort of close. Okay. I think that's accurate. 15.7 was the... yeah, so 15.7 is what I want. If I had one more in my flooring crew, I could get one here. That's a lot of work. I have to repeat that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times? Plus do bomb bug stuff? This is all repeatable, right? I think so. When I pull out a new flying snake, every single one will be slower than my initial 3 in the flooring crew. If this has to be 4 or more, though, I need to kill at least somebody. Or do funny ordering things. Okay, well, that was a reasonable attempt toward what I'm trying to do. It didn't get me there, but it got me closer. Next time, maybe I can close this deal and then start to understand how I would get a bomb bug involved. Maybe 2 more videos before I can have 1 flying snake here. Maybe it'll happen quicker. Maybe I'll come up with a completely different and better way. We'll see.